Hello! Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to this final boss fight live streamed quiz. My name is John and I am joined by a snowman.
Yes, it is that season again. Hello, it's good to see you.
Oh good, there is now volume. Thank you, Law. Don't scare us like that. I am joined by Richard.
Hello.
By the Angel Games player.
Hello.
And by the Angel Mama.
Hello.
And we have a very fun quiz for you, hopefully. Law says, hello everybody, and Phoenix says, Angel again.
Yeah, we can't get rid of them.
Nobody loves me, jeez. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Lore.
I have a quiz. I have four rounds of quiz for you this evening. We have a round based on the Hobbit movies.
Okay.
I have a round entitled Sorting Things for Christmas. I have a Christmas True or False round for you all.
Ooh.
And I have a multiple choice general knowledge round. Also,
Well, at least that round will be multiple choice.
Hi, Unis Alatus. Welcome
Hi,
in.
Unis.
And Law says, I love you, Angel.
Aw, Lore. We're just gonna abscond to Spain together.
So
you are not taking Laura away from me.
Something to say about that.
Now, don't forget, if you and watching along, don't forget to give your answers straight into the comments or straight to me. Either way, that'd be wonderful. Just do it. It's fine. It doesn't matter what John says. Just do it. Just give me the answers.
Play along in the comments.
Exactly. Or directly to me. You can DM me. It's fine.
Okay, I'm just turning that back on again. Oh, apparently you've gotten to the horny jail then. Sorry. Apparently,
I do have an icicle.
Oh, God.
Apparently the stream jail is still set to horny mode.
It just knows me too well.
As Ben says, don't put your answers into the chat until after we have marked the round. Do not send your answers to Ben by carrier pigeon, by letter, by post. Don't text him. Don't phone him. Don't DM him. Don't message him on Facebook or on Twitter or X or WhatsApp him. Don't send them in smoke signals or semaphore or Morse code or Telegram.
I might not know those last ones, but do it anyway.
I can't turn the audio from Twitch off on mine. So you need to mute your phone. We pull the Twitch.
Phoenix
up on
says
your phone.
smoke signal it is. And then
And John, you forgot threads because you know what? If
Oh,
Ben
yeah,
can
don't-
find a way around it, he will
don't
go
message them on
around it.
Threads. Don't message on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Don't post your video. Don't post a video with your answers on YouTube for him to watch, or YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Just not even on Pornhub. Lullaby Law.
Well, I was in horny jail for a reason.
So before we start with the very serious quiz, let's get some quiz team names. Ben.
You know what to do.
No, go lay down. Go lay down.
Not on
You-
4chan either. Richard, what would you like your team name to be?
Ooh.
Chrono, on the chair.
Scrooge. I'll have Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Good choice.
In brackets, Muppet.
Muppet. Okay.
Mhm.
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Angel.
Snowfeather.
And
Born.
Angel Mama.
Santa Paws.
Oh, that's cute. That's a movie, I think.
It is. After I thought it, I was like, I know that for a reason. But I thought it was fitting.
Right. Before we launch into the quiz, after the standard set of rules of don't post your answers or share them in any way with any of the contestants before we have marked the answers, I am also just going to point out again the little change that we made in the last quiz stream, which is we've introduced a timer so that we only have a set amount of time to answer each question. And for the first round, I'm going to set that to 1:30. So you have
wow.
1:30 to answer each of these questions. I'm mostly giving you 1:30 on this round because you're probably going to need more time on the next one. So...
I don't like the sound of that, John.
With that in mind, let's ask some questions on the Hobbit movies. That's the trilogy. You may also
Not seen them.
You may also get some of these if you've read the book, but these are specifically taken from the film trilogy series. And I will read the question and then start the timer. So, the first question is, what is the name of the gigantic bear and skin changer in The Desolation of Smaug? What is the name of the gigantic bear and skin changer in The Desolation of Smaug? If you are all done before the 1:30 is up, we can always reset the timer, but you've got 1:30.
All I keep remembering is Gandalf saying, no, that's our host. That's not helpful.
I've put an answer in. As I say, I've not seen the films and read the book 30 years ago, so I suspect.
You said Book. Where are you from?
England.
The North.
The North, yes.
Oh,
We read books in the North. Because we
As
don't
proved
have
by,
Wi-Fi.
as proved by
my
the books
cousin, I
behind
used to
you.
tease him because he was asking what his name and he yeah. Anyways, my father's
Did
from
that come
Lancashire.
through for anyone else?
What was that?
Did what Angel Mama just said come through for anyone else, or?
I heard what they had the friend who was from the North, I think, say
Yeah.
the name vaguely. Yeah.
It was my cousin name,
Your
and it
cousin.
was his last name is Dooley. It's my father's sister, and he used to whisper it. His name was Philip, and he would go, Philip Dooley, and it was just really long, the pronunciation. So
Oh.
that's my cousin Philip
Right.
Dooley.
It is now time for the second question. And the second question is, which character was King of the Elves and father of Legolas? Which character was the King of the Elves and the father of Legolas?
There's a lot of names in that series.
I can't remember his exact name, so if I get it close, pronunciation's a little off.
It's got to be exact. I think that's the only way to guarantee that, like, we all get no points on this one.
Ew. Hmm.
I mean, can't remember the last time we watched the trilogy.
No, it's not been that long. It's just my brain's just shut down. I'm seeing the characters, I'm hearing dialogue, but not hearing the name.
These are the
Yeah.
first two questions, Eunice.
Can I just
It gets
refresh?
harder from here, tougher from here.
Potentially.
Yeah, we're still on the Legolas question. 10 seconds left on the Legolas question.
Oh, there it goes again.
Okay, question 3. What is the name of the wondrous large white gem and royal jewel of the Dwarven Kingdom that was sought by Thorin Oakenshield? What is the name of the wondrous large white gem and royal jewel of the Dwarf Kingdom that was sought by Thorin Oakenshield?
That name was familiar. The Oakenshield. That's something.
That's familiar.
Yeah.
Buzzed by something.
One of those little flies again.
We've lost sound.
No, we haven't.
I think we're just quiet.
I think we all just went quiet as we think.
Reflecting on our
Yeah,
blue life
just
choices.
thinking. People are thinking.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wondering why on earth we didn't get told these details of what on earth we're doing. Just to randomly jump in. Like, why would anyone choose to do that?
You can blame Angel Mama for that one. They said that they wanted to be kept a surprise.
Of course.
Well, I figured that way I'd suck as much as everybody else.
Okay, and we're ready for
No,
the
I think you
next
said-
question.
No, you suck the monsters.
Question 4. What kind of giant animals rescue Gandalf, Bilbo, and the dwarves from a tree in an unexpected journey and help to defeat the orcs in the Battle of the Five Armies?
Try that again, John. You're breaking up really
yeah, I was
bad.
gonna say.
What kind of giant...
It wasn't just me.
Okay, I'm getting the internet's dying off again. 1 second. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I don't know whether this anything affected as well, but Twitch seems to be a little bit jaggy as well today.
well, it's just the connection here just dipped for a second, so it will have been jaggy on the Twitch and it will be jaggy on the Discord. It says it's back now, so...
Okay.
Question
Fingers
4.
crossed.
What kind of giant animals rescue Gandalf, Bilbo, and the dwarves from a tree in an unexpected journey and help to defeat the orcs in the Battle of the Five Armies? What kind of giant animals rescue Gandalf, Bilbo, and the dwarves from a tree in the unexpected journey and help to defeat the orcs in the Battle of the Five Armies?
I remember that scene. It's the one with the ghosts.
Law, I wouldn't reset the page every 20 seconds. I don't think it's been... I mean, really, that's not going to help you if you are having connection problems.
Now, I have to admit, I don't remember giant caterpillars in Lord of the Rings, but if they were there, I'm sure they were awesome.
They were rather abnormally large. Where normally they'd be only about that big. They were about that big this this time.
They were very hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were 40% bigger than a normal caterpillar, which is huge in caterpillar terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
Were they a very hungry caterpillar?
No, that's
Okay,
okay, that's one moment here.
That does sound like that is a your end or Twitch's end problem,
Yeah.
because we're not seeing that.
What happened?
Check the comments. I think Laura's commenting.
Yeah.
Twitch is freezing, reloading, plays it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like it's unfortunately, Law, that's on your town's
That's a
power
hurt
cut issues right now.
Yeah.
I can control only so much. And
Good. I like the color you went with too.
I'm gonna put another coat on, but
question 5. What is the name of Thorin's cousin and the dwarf king that shows up with his army in the Battle of the Five Armies? Butt nuggets indeed, Law.
did you say butt nuggets?
Yeah, I think so.
You actually did.
What is the name of Thorin's cousin and dwarf king that shows up with his army in the Battle of the Five Armies?
I ask that question all the time, Lorna.
I mean, I similarly ask that question on a regular basis. I should be in charge of more things.
Yes, why, John? Why can't you control everything?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And next week we'll see John's plans for taking over the world with his new person in second in command, Pinky.
Vote John. You have 20 seconds.
I don't know if I'm the only one who's just replaying back in their heads these scenes, but with no audio, so you don't get the names.
With audio, I'm just not getting the bit that has the name in it.
Okay,
Well,
question.
We're just replaying that one scene of, I'm going on an adventure, I'm going on an adventure, I'm going on an adventure.
I'm just replaying my memory from 30 years ago. So it's very, very patchy.
Question 6, and unfortunately probably one that won't have been in the book. Who is the only male character to appear in every movie of the Hobbit trilogy and every movie of the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Who is the only male character to appear in all 6 of the films?
Are the female characters who have?
It's a good question. I imagine
Those numerous female characters that do exist in that world.
What's her name?
Either one of them, I would imagine.
We've got the, no. I'm voice-wise, I suppose, in one sense. That's a very good question, actually.
So yeah, you guys focused on the question that's in the quiz, which is who is the male character.
No!
Just the way it was phrased was like, discount all those women who appear again and again and again and again and again.
The Riders of Rohan, they're in every single one. You just don't see them necessarily.
It's like they're there. They're just not on screen.
Yeah.
On screen.
It's that one extra who's been in every single one, just in the background. Well, not first Hobbit film, she was a tree. You couldn't tell, but she was a tree. She was there.
Yeah, but we're talking male characters, so obviously it's Leroy.
the orc, and he's just been in all of these battles and has managed to survive. And he gets to the very, very last Lord of the Rings movie, and he's all
Okay,
like, he
it's time for
watches
the next
Sauron go.
question.
Sorry.
Question 7. What is the Sindarin name for the Lonely Mountain and former dwarf kingdom? What is the Sindarin name for the Lonely Mountain and former dwarf kingdom? Unis Alatus says Leroy Jenkins, which is not the answer to this, but it's fun to say.
No idea who the Sindarans are and what they're like.
They're the elves, I believe.
Lang.
Oh, why don't you just call it Elvish?
Because there are 2 forms of Elvish.
Please. Please, I beseech you.
Do not give Ben the answers. Also, yeah, Tolkien, being a linguist, made up both Sindarin and Quenya, which are both elven languages that are used for different things. And while there is some overlap between them, they also have different words for things.
Probably because Tolkien forgot one of them, and then his kid pointed out the.
Well, no, because he stole a lot from ancient Gaelic, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, their bases in any other language, mind blowing anyway. But there was a guy recently who wrote the whole book of the Hobbit in Elvish. The one with the one that looks like runes.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to move on now.
Okay.
By what name is Sauron referred to in the Hobbit trilogy? By what name is Sauron referred to in the Hobbit trilogy?
Barry.
You just
Owie.
gave it away, Ben. God. We all get a point for that one.
I mean, you can put it down if you think it's the right answer.
It was Steve.
I knew it all along.
I was dead at the time.
Yes. No, I was dead at the time. What's the right answer?
What was the question? Did you brush your teeth?
Una says, I will not give Ben the answers, but I will give them to Richard, if I knew them.
Hey! Mark, please. She
I
needs
want-
some loving.
I want to win or lose on my own terms, and losing is certainly the way it's looking right now.
Yeah, me
But
and you both, hon.
It'll be an honest loss.
10 seconds left.
Why does my clock say 24?
Because it runs fast.
Yeah, I forgot. You do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go with the next question. Question 9. What was the name of the city-state of men near the Lonely Mountain in the Hobbit trilogy? It was destroyed by Smaug, and Bard the Bowman became king of this city-state after the Battle of the Five Armies. What was the name of the city-state of men that was near the Lonely Mountain? Oh, Ben's got a real faraway look in his eyes right now.
Now, that's his natural state.
No, that's the
Oh, that's the snowman.
hood. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's just...
Top wearing that.
It is nice.
Oh, hang on. John? Once
Yes?
more on the question, please. I think I might have done it wrong.
What was the name of the city-state of men near the Lonely Mountain in the Hobbit trilogy? It was destroyed by Smaug, and the Bard the Bowman became the king of this city-state after the Battle of the Five Armies.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You
Does
have
that mean he was king
30
of it
seconds.
after it was destroyed?
I assume they put it back together again.
Ah.
Like he was in charge of them rebuilding. Although that would kind of suck. You're the king!
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
dead and everything's
No.
destroyed.
Yeah, no, he's
Good luck with that.
Well done.
Fucking fly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
final question for the Hobbit round.
You
Which
can get your ass
actor
outside.
Which actor played the old Bilbo Baggins in both the Hobbit trilogy and the Lord of the Rings?
To be names, didn't it?
I'm afraid that a lot of things are name things. Unfortunately. For the rest of the quiz, though, I will be giving you all of the answers. You just have to pick them. So that's a bonus.
So you've been finally paying attention to my request, John. Yes, it is time.
What can I say, Ben? It's Christmas. I want to give you a present. And that present apparently is the answers.
Your personal lack of confidence in his abilities.
Not just mine.
It's like, these guys all suck. I'm gonna throw them a bone.
Okay.
Pretty much.
You got 5 seconds left to get an answer for that last question. And if you don't have it now, we've run out of time.
I know this too.
Well, Law, we've hit the end of the round, so it's time for us to go back over and do some answering. So are we ready for answers? You're getting answers now. It's time to do answers. I'm going to start with Ben. For no real good reason of saying that. Ben, which character is... what is the name of the gigantic bear and skin changer in the Desolation of Smaug?
I couldn't remember. I thought it began with a B, so I just said Brock.
Angel.
Berg?
Angel Mama.
Pass.
Richard.
no idea, but I wrote down Claw.
The correct answer is Born. Bjorn.
B-O-J-O-N.
Does begin with a B.
Yeah.
Spelt B-E-O-R-N. Bjorn. Angel, what character was the king of the elves and the father of Legolas?
Okay, I think I can pronounce it right. Was it Dickhead?
No.
Well, am I wrong about the character?
Yeah, fair. Angel Mama.
He was an eldritch king who had half his face burnt off by a dragon, and I can't remember his name to save the pub quiz.
Richard.
Well, I didn't know. Went with Legolas, because often, name the kids, same thing. So it seemed a fair guess.
Ben.
Gimli.
It's also, by the way, it's not Lorna's answer of Daddy Lass. It's Thranduil.
Randall.
Thranduil. I
thought it was a yeah.
Angel Mama, what is the name of the wondrous large white gem and royal jewel of the dwarf kingdom that is sought by Thorin Oakenshield?
Well, it goes by Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain, or the Arkenstone.
Correct.
Do we get 2 points if we got both of them?
No.
Damn.
There are bonus points on score for the next round, though, so...
But that's not this round, John.
Richard, what kind of large animal or giant animal rescues Gandalf, Bilbo, and the dwarves from a tree?
Eagles.
Correct.
Bloody hell.
Everybody's favourite eagles.
And everybody says, why didn't they just fly him to the mountain? And Tolkien's response was, shut up.
Yeah.
It's because they would have been flying into enemy airspace.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, actually, there's another reason as well, which is they could have been corrupted by the ring themselves.
Yeah, he put it
and
to
that's-
lore after he got asked so many times.
That's real bad. Like, a little hobbit corrupted by the ring, that's fine, we can deal with that. But a giant eagle...
Well, the other side of things is that they're actually ancient creatures along the lines of with Gandalf, probably like one step down. They are very powerful race. You do not want to give them extra power, which will corrupt them to evil.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why they agreed to let him hold the ring, because it's all like, well, I mean, if he gets evil, he's just gonna bite our ankles anyway.
Ben, what is the
Yes.
name of Thorin's cousin?
Hog Rider.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Not right. Angel.
I can't even believe this, but that is exactly what I wrote too.
Angel Mama.
I had Hamish stuck in my head. But I also had, for some reason, McTavish. He's gone quiet.
He has.
I'm looking up Hamish McTavish now, and the name
That is the
sounds
name I
familiar.
recognise.
Hamish McTavish Bagpuss. Interesting. Anyway, no, that's not the right answer. Richard.
Wrong thing.
Just put down a dwarf name. At least I think it is Gimli.
It is a dwarf name.
Oh
Not-
yay! I know it's not worth any points, but I'm pleased.
It's not the right dwarf. It's Dane.
Dane.
Also,
What was his nickname?
Lore says Lord of Nazgul had a big nasty flying dragon that could rip up an eagle.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
The Nazguls.
And
Yeah.
I'm also pretty sure at some point they Gandalf or somebody talks about how they fear the arrows of man.
Oh, yeah.
Angel, who is the only male character to appear in every film?
Is it Gandalf?
It is Gandalf.
Ah. I thought I might have got a point in that one, but
I completely
pretty
forgot about that, to be fair. I put down Legolas.
See, Legolas, I'm pretty sure he's not in the first Hobbit movie. Because
But I was
he
trying to
doesn't come
remember.
he doesn't come into the story until the second act of the second movie when they're attacked in the spider forest.
By the giant spiders.
Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly where one movie cut out and the other one. I mean, it's all one horrific blur anyway.
Angel Mama, what is the Sindarin name for the Lonely Mountain?
The Lonely Mountain in Elvish.
Yes. Is that your answer?
Yes, it is, sir.
Richard.
Mountain Land.
Ben.
That's not a joke answer. That's the best I could do.
To be fair, I had taken a leaf completely out of Angel Mama's book and gone with The Lonely Mountain, said in a whispery way in Elvish.
We
Angel.
have established though that Elvish isn't a thing. It's
Cinderin, yeah.
Pelifith.
The correct answer is Erebor.
Oh, I was close.
We know Erebor. We know Erebor, don't we, Calypso?
I mean, at least my answer wasn't in English. Can I have a point?
No. No, you don't get a point for
Elvish.
I'm gonna say that makes the quiz a lot more interesting for the rest of this.
Law has
half.
Law has redeemed a stretch, so get your stretches on. And while we're getting the stretches on, Richard, by what name is Sauron referred to in the Hobbit trilogy?
Now, I'm assuming he's got a name. I'm pretty sure there's a name he has before Sauron, but I don't know it. So I went with the Dark Lord.
That's close.
Mm.
Ben.
If it's Dark Lord Sauron, I'm going to be really annoyed.
No
The
dice.
necromancer?
It was the Necromancer.
Oh, good. I'm glad I remembered that because I was afraid that they only called him that in the first movie, but I couldn't think of what else they would have referred him into.
Law, forcing Ben to breathe deep for his cough. You gotta fill those little bronchi tubes, dude.
Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, what is the name of the city-state of Men? Ben, what is the name of the city-state of Men?
I couldn't remember. I know it's something, or river something, so I just put down River Guard.
Angel.
The only thing I could remember was Lake Town. I don't remember the name of the city in the mountain.
Angel Mama.
Yeah, you know what? I had the same thing. Rivertown.
Richard.
Mountain Town.
Ah, South Park.
Geography item place. The city-state is Dale.
That's the worst city state name I've ever heard.
I need to.
Don't you say that. Dale worked very hard on that city.
And finally, Angel, who played old Bilbo Baggins?
Actor McActerson?
Angel Mama.
Ian Holm.
Correct.
Yay.
I literally just remembered it as Jennifer was saying her stupid answer.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Oh, oops. I lost my one. Dang it.
That is your one. Okay, I'm doubling the timer for round 2. I've doubled the timer. Let's get some points, and then we'll move on to round 2. You know what to do.
I got a grand total of 3.
Scrooge.
2. Which, considering I've not seen the films, I think it's quite good.
Snowfeather.
3.
And Santa Paws.
5.
I'll show off, why don't you?
Okay, we are going to move on now.
Because he was the robot in Aliens, and I watched that movie all the damn time.
He was the synthetic in Alien.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
By the name of Ash.
We're going to move on to round 2. We've doubled the timer, so you've now got 3 minutes per question. But this is a little bit harder, I think. This is why I'm giving you longer on it. Sorting things out for Christmas. I have a list of items, and for each of those lists of items, you have to put them in the right order.
It's chest farting, isn't it?
No, I think someone's mic is picking up static.
Oh.
I think it's Richard's mic is picking up his facial faces. His facial face.
A facial face, interesting.
So, I have, as I say, I have a list of Christmas-related things. 10 lists of Christmas-related things. And you have to put them in the correct order. So to give you an example of this, I'm going to read you question 1, and you're going to start answering it.
It's a brilliant example.
It's a brilliant example. I didn't think to make an example. Question 1. Family members mentioned in the lyrics of Baby It's Cold Outside. So, that is until you can hear me again.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Cool.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, no. And stream's down.
Stream's coming
stream's
back
gone.
up again now.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
The internet just died again. I don't know why. We're going to keep going.
Okay.
So, I'm going to point out there are no gotchas in the answers. There are no answers that aren't part of that category. So every single answer that I give you features in the order somewhere.
He's gone again.
Okay, John, you dropped out again.
I can't know unless it's gone. It's red again. Why is it red again? Give me some internet, please. Madam Bug 95 is here.
Hey!
Welcome in, Madam Bug.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hopefully the internet's back. Can you guys hear me again?
I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay. Has ever do I need to repeat the rules of this round again?
Yes, please.
Okay. 10 lists. You have to put the answers in the correct order based on what the list is. There are no gotchas. There are no answers where I will say something that isn't a part of that category. So you don't have to identify that a thing isn't a thing on that list. You just have to put them in order. Most of the time it's from first thing to last thing. So the first example is family members mentioned in the lyrics of Baby It's Cold Outside. I will read you the category name and then I will make sure that we understand what the ordering is, and then I'll read you the 4 to 6 answers that you have to place in the right order. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Expert.
Yeah.
Expert, John.
Okay, here we go. Family members mentioned in the lyrics of It's Baby It's Cold Outside from first to last. Sister, maiden aunt, mother, brother, father. Family members mentioned in Baby It's Cold Outside from first verse to the end of the song in order of the mention. Sister, maiden aunt, mother, brother, father. And I will give 1 point to whichever one of you gets the longest streak of correct answers, longest streak of people in the correct order. And I will give another point to anyone who gets everything in the right order. So there are potentially 2 points on offer if you can get everything in the right order. You've had about a minute. Are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
We're all singing the song in our heads.
Yes. If
I,
you're going to give us hard questions, expect silence.
it's just after we've had the internet cut out twice, I
Yeah.
really need, like, when I stop talking and have a question asked, I need at least one of you to, like, throw me something to say that you are still there.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind.
Just, you know,
Ben,
throwing
What
that out.
was the list again?
Sister, maiden aunt, mother, brother, father.
Putting maiden in there seems a bit of a dig.
It's a very specific shout out to that particular aunt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it just mean that she's the mom's sister?
She's unmarried.
Oh,
I assumed it was like
Mm.
saying that she's not, she's an old spinster. Was how
Yeah.
I interpreted that.
Non-married. Oof.
Law says maybe it's a good idea to dance to the song in your heads. Just so we know the stream's still going.
I'll dance to it in my head. I'm doing that right now in my head.
I just realized that the song I've been singing in my head is "Let It Snow," not "Baby It's Cold Outside." Oops.
Big difference.
Yeah. You got about 30 seconds left to get your answers written down.
Don't think I know "Baby It's Cold Outside" now that I think about it.
The one they banned. Everyone said it was rapey.
No, that's "Let It Snow."
No,
it's Baby It's Cold Outside.
Unless I've misunderstood
Let
that.
It Snow is from Frozen.
What?
No, Let It Go is from Frozen. Let It Snow is
Oh,
Let it snow, let it
Let
snow,
it snow, let it snow.
oh yeah.
Okay, we are now going on to
I
the
just saw the
second
photos from my
question. The second question, I have 4 reindeer for you, mentioned in the A Visit from St. Nicholas, otherwise known as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I need you to put these reindeer in the right order that they are shouted out by Father Christmas in that poem. I believe the order is the same at the start of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So if you know one and not the other, yeah. Anyway. Question 2. Reindeer mentioned in A Visit from St. Nicholas. Comet, Dasher, Donner, Cupid. Comet, Dasher, Donner, or Donder, Cupid. Law says, Daddy wouldn't get me a pony, but you guys get reindeer? That's not fair.
Yeah, we had to catch him ourselves, though.
For any
We got 4 reindeer.
There are 8 mentioned. There are 8 mentioned in the song, or in the poem. I picked 4 of them, so...
What were the 4 again? Can we just...
Comet, Dasher, Donner or Donder, and Cupid. I did this by rolling a d8, and that was the order of reindeer that I put in this quiz.
So, what was that first one again, sorry?
Comet.
I wrote them down, you can ask me. Like, I wrote them down in the order that John said.
Comet,
Okay.
Dasher, Donner or Donder, Cupid. You've had about a minute and a half. Law says, you had to catch them? Every kid knows all you have to do is chuck a carrot in the garden. Or some sparkly S word.
You're getting all the reindeer, because I keep losing the ones you wanted.
Comet, Dasher, Donna, and Cupid. I said I have them listed in the order that he gave them. Good grief. Ow.
Do not put your answers in the chat until we're marking the answers, Madame Bug. Please. Ignore Ben. I know that you're new here and you trust Ben. Don't trust Ben. He is cheating.
He's a liar. Lie, lie, pumpkin fire. Can you get that?
My plans worked perfectly.
Is it closing?
Madam Bug, please do not share your answers with them.
Right, so that's Dasher and Comet and Cupid. I don't know whether that's even right, but still.
Okay, regardless, even if you're not watching, Ben, please don't share your answers in the chat until we are marking the answers and have marked that question. Otherwise, they
Do
can
let us
see
know
it.
how many you get right afterwards. But
Yeah, do let us know how many you get right. You're very welcome to play along at home. We now have question 3. It's not Christmas without a good Christmas film, so put these Christmas films in order of release. Nightmare Before Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone.
You're going to get the question, John. Which Miracle on 34th Street?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so is it the original or the remake?
Which remake? Because there's about 4.
The
So
original.
I'm going to go with the original.
The original?
The
Okay,
original. Also, Theo says
Okay.
he likes Ben's snowman outfit.
Yay! Sweet. Thank you very much.
Okay, can you list the movies again?
You will.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone. Kind of curious now to see which of the remakes I can still do this question with in the same order.
Let's see. So.
I'm trying to squish her.
Oh god, it's 2, which I'm not entirely sure about that.
I can move over when it's time to do answers.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm trying not to squish her.
But she's only little and you're very, very big.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't want to hurt her, so.
So once again, I'll just run down that list again. Nightmare Before Christmas, the original Miracle on 34th Street, Muppets Christmas Carol, and Home Alone.
Yay.
It's also very difficult to read some of these without reading out the little bit I've got in brackets afterwards that tells the answers.
Yeah.
That gives the answers away, so it's fun times. Because there's some of them that I need to read the bits in brackets, and some of them that I don't. You have about 40 seconds left. The first Home Alone.
I don't know. He's cosplaying John and running the quiz. John is cosplaying Richard in the top left, and Richard's cosplaying Ben in a snowman outfit. And Angel and Angel Mama are doing vocal impressions of each other. Exactly what's going on. How did you know?
There's some sort of Freaky Friday stuff going down over there.
The fact that there are 7 Home Alone movies now scares me.
I'm going to point out
I did
again,
not know there was that many.
Home Alone, the first one. In case
There were
that
only
needed.
5. And then they made more.
I think there's coming out with another one as well soon.
Must be straight to DVD.
Oh yeah, they're like TV movies. I mean, the third one was at least they're not forcing John Williams to write them anymore.
They were forcing him?
Yeah, they had him chained in the basement.
He signed a contract for 3 movies and then got him in on the 4th one, and then finally he was all like, I am done with this franchise. I mean, you can tell in the 3rd one that he was done with the series. I like it, but purely for the stupid humor, not because there's anything
And it is time for us to
remarkable
move
about it.
on.
Yeah.
The next one, the 12 Days of Christmas. I did not list all 12 things.
isn't working.
Okay, Twitch is OBS is reconnected now.
Right.
We're back. OBS is having fun times for reasons that we don't know.
Reasons that escape us.
Reasons that are entirely OBS's own thing.
I
Question
blame
4.
Jack Frost. Right.
Question 4.
I think John's going to get visited by some ghosts to teach him the error of his ways, and that's what's causing the interference.
Yeah.
The 12 days of Christmas, from first to last, which order do you get the following presents in? French hens, lords a-leaping, turtle doves, maids a-milking. French hens, lords a-leaping, turtle doves, maids a-milking. Also, what are you going to do with so many lords a-leaping and maids a-milking? It's.
I just want to know how he made them jump.
I don't understand why Peers of the Realm are getting involved in guys. You know, like hens.
Well, I mean, like the poultry I get because that's useful, but I mean, how did you kidnap that many men and they're okay with it?
No, we'll
be
just come and
given to
leap.
a woman.
We'll just come and leap at your true love. It's fine. We've not got anything else to do.
If you look up, anyone heard the John Julius Norwich? I think it is the response from the person getting the gifts, where it's by the third one they're going, right, we've got enough of them. We don't need any more. And by like the sixth one, it's like the lawyer saying, please refrain from sending my client any more presents. They are not wanted.
Mom lent me the book. It's freaking awesome.
My favorite part is if you actually take it as well, that every day is exactly what they say. So, first day is a partridge and bloody idiot, and you carry it on through. There is a lot of stuff which is coming their way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a lot of it's alive, and one of them keeps coming with a tree.
What do you get the tree each time, or is it the one tree and you've then got by the end of it 12 partridges in the one?
No. You've got to get 12.
No.
You've got to get all.
It says when it comes out, it's a partridge in a pear tree, so you get the pear tree with it, so you get 12 trees.
That's
Each one of them with a partridge stapled onto its branch, so it will never leave.
No, that would be the dead parrot.
no, he's just pining for the fjords.
I did a quiz, not unlike this, but with slightly more decorum, where we had to count all the gifts that they would have got by the end of the 12 days.
Well, it's,
I've
as we've
just seen the
said,
comments. Wow.
12,
Okay, right.
yeah, I mean, can you milk a bird? I don't think you can.
I know. Oh, you could certainly try, I suppose.
What's that movie? Look at talks about milking something. It's like a guinea pig or a hamster. And goes, yeah, you can milk it.
I believe
well played, well done. Sorry,
the
round
parrot.
of applause to Law there. Well done.
What did you post?
Milk a blue
Okay.
tit,
It's
or a cold tit, or a...
it's time for the next question, and question 5. Question 5 is the Grinch's evening plans.
Oh God.
You have to put these in order of things that the Grinch is going to be doing, according to the Grinch.
Yeah.
Stare into the abyss. Dinner with me, can't cancel that again. Jazzercise. Solve world hunger, tell no one. And wallow in self-pity. And yes, Madam Bug. No answers in the chat, please.
This must be from one of the recent films, presumably, if you mentioned Jazzercise.
I think that was actually
Yeah,
from the
that's
original
the,
Jim Carrey.
It's the Jim Carrey one.
Stare into the abyss. Dinner with me. Jazzercise. Solve world hunger. Wallow in self-pity. Adam Bug says, I wallowed in self-pity yesterday.
I watched Violent Night yesterday, the David Harbour Santa Claus
yeah.
/ John Wick film, and it's great.
I watched an actually fairly decent cheesy sci-fi movie called Island Zero, which is like it's set at Christmas, but it's a horror movie where people on the island are slowly being picked off by an invisible jellyfish thing.
Sounds Christmassy.
It was actually really it was better than I thought it was going to be. Because I love my cheesy, right. I love my cheesy sci-fi movies, and so after that, I watched a movie called Raptor Island. And you know it's a cheap Sci-Fi Channel movie when the plane at the beginning of the movie is so obviously a model, you can see the thick wire they're using to hold it.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't an invisible jellyfish monster in the Nativity at the birth of Jesus. They just didn't see it.
Nobody mentions it.
I mean,
I never mentioned it.
It's along with that flying spaghetti monster.
Can you prove it wasn't there?
I've seen the photos. I didn't see one there, but I mean, I guess that's really the advantage of being an invisible jellyfish monster.
Exactly.
He took
the
the selfie.
raptor.
Yeah.
The raptor one was really bad though, because despite the fact that this is Raptor Island, there's just a spontaneous Tyrannosaurus Rex going around and eating the raptors. The reason there
Obviously
are
didn't get
raptors on the
invite.
island. I know, right? The reason there are raptors on the island is because 40 years prior to the movie, China stole weapons-grade plutonium, and then the plane crashed, and the plutonium leaked into the island soil, and just
now
velociraptors.
dinosaurs.
That's how you get dinosaurs. And
okay,
the worst...
it is now time for the next question.
Yep.
And the next question is... Family members in Home Alone. From oldest to youngest.
Oh.
You were running out of ideas by this one, weren't you?
I'm surprised the ages are even listed.
I know.
Frank McAllister, Megan McAllister, Buzz McAllister, and Kate McAllister.
Yes, I know all of those.
So did you say it was oldest to youngest?
Oldest to youngest. They're all the McAllisters. Well, they're not all of the McAllisters. There are other McAllisters. But those are the ones that I could definitively put in age order.
Sorry, could you say the names again?
Frank, Megan, Buzz, Kate.
Okay.
Actually, to be fair, there is another one I could have put in age order, but... don't want to have too many McAllisters around here. There's enough of them.
They
There's
keep
loads
losing
of
people.
Oh, Kevin!
They only ever seem to lose the one.
Repeatedly, though.
Yeah,
It's a trend. Like,
No, that's just during Christmas. I mean, then during Easter they lose Buzz.
they don't show
yeah,
that
but they didn't
film,
look
though.
for him.
That's the Home Alone series I'd love to see, the different holidays, and they just keep losing different people.
Shrove Tuesday.
Arbor Day, terrible one, terrible.
So, you know that Velociraptor Island movie I was telling you about?
Yeah,
So you had all these terrible things. The worst part, though, had to be that they're in these caves where the Velociraptors are living. All the Velociraptors run past the tasty white woman and go and eat the one black guy on the team. They are racist raptors.
Well, that's just unforgivable, really. Like
And I'm watching
racist
it.
radioactive raptors. It's
I know.
How many R's can we fit in this sentence?
I couldn't
Ridiculous.
believe.
Well, this is the thing. Not only were there dinosaur skeletons down there were Nazi skeletons. And they come
Apparently.
together.
I
You got
just, I, because she goes in first, and she's wandering around, and he follows her, and I'm sitting here going, I've seen these movies, dude. Don't go in there. You're gonna die.
Sorry,
She
Richard,
finds
what
the
were you gonna
nest.
say?
Oh, sorry.
What was that, say?
What were you gonna say, Richard?
I was gonna say Godzilla wasn't racist.
Yeah, oh, he's
Yeah, he
fine.
killed everybody.
It doesn't
Yeah.
come up much, but he's very progressive. See, my big problem with Raptor Island is that it's actually an archipelago.
No, it was a proper island. Somewhere in the
Huh?
China Sea, because,
Well, that's where you accidentally drop radioactive waste and dinosaurs occur. Also, we've got like
Weapons
10 seconds.
weapons grade and plutonium. I just love how they completely sandbag the T-Rex.
Will this round ever end?
Yes.
Yes. Do I get a point for that, John?
No.
Oh.
Next up, I have, in a vote from the general public, what are the favourite quality streets? What are the favourite quality street sweets? In ordered from the favourite to the least favourite of this list. The purple one, the green triangle, the orange crunch, fudge.
I don't trust the British voting public. I'll say that. So
Well, Madam Bug says that they love the gold toffee ones, which didn't make it into the list of ones I picked out.
Oh, okay. Well, unless the list has changed, QI actually said which the most popular ones were in one of their series.
What was it again? I know it was purple fudge and the green triangle, but what was the other one?
The purple
Orange
one,
crunch.
the green triangle, orange crunch, and fudge.
Right.
My favourite ones are the one which comes in a tin. Usually lots of wrappers, but this is...
Oh, there's nothing worse when you start digging through the wrappers and realise there are no more left.
I know. That's why I must kill anyone who puts the wrapper back in the box.
that's how you get to the bad
Oh.
place.
It's right there, so you just put your rubbish in there and you go dump it all out later.
That's what your pockets are for.
You can't put rubbish where there's non-rubbish and then say, well, then we put them all in the bin, because it's obvious you're going to throw out some of the good ones.
I like anything caramel. Caramel.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do like caramel. Caramel.
Thank you, Ben, because I can't say that word. Honestly, it's a caramel.
Isn't that the American pronunciation?
What sweets?
What'd you say?
Well, isn't caramel the American pronunciation of caramel? They don't say caramel. They say caramel.
Yeah, but you lived in America for like 20 years.
I get that you're English, but just that, like,
Isn't that the Americans' pronunciation?
Yes.
Is everybody happy that they have an answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
happy, but
Well, yeah. It's probably a better way of putting it.
I'm happy to move on.
I'm going to reset the timer, and we're going to do question 8 now. Question 8 is Doctor Who Christmas specials.
Oh, well.
This is in order from the first aired to the most recently aired. First to most recent. Twice Upon a Christmas, The Christmas Invasion, A Christmas Carol, The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned.
That was more than 4.
That was 6.
Sorry, John. Could you repeat those options, please?
I will indeed. I've started the timer, but the 6 possible, or the 6 options, they are all Christmas specials. Twice Upon a Christmas, The Christmas Invasion, A Christmas Carol, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned.
One of these things is not like the other.
They are all Christmas specials of Doctor Who. They have all aired. Specifically, their first airing was on Christmas Day.
I need the list again. I only got through it written down.
Okay. Twice Upon a Christmas, The Christmas Invasion, A Christmas Carol, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned.
Thank you. Sorry.
These, as I say, are all Doctor Who Christmas specials. They all first aired on Christmas Day. And are specifically Christmas themed in some way.
See, anything titled Voyage of the Damned does not scream Christmas to me, but that's just a personal opinion.
Let's see. So that's what I was on.
I think that just reflects your family circumstances. If like Voyage of the Damned does not suggest Christmas.
Madam Bug, at least 2 of them are, yes. I'm not going to say which 2, and I'm not going to say if there are more than 2. Because that might give people answers.
I think you think too highly of us, John.
Because I'm writing them as he reads them out, and then I'm just looking at the numbers above them as to which order I think they're in.
That's a good way of doing it.
Just saves me, I'm doing it wrong.
You have about 20 seconds left to finish off answering this one.
Right. Okay.
Where's the nail clippers go? I borrowed them and they were right there.
I needed them to clip a hangnail, sorry.
That's alright. They're yours anyways. I just...
Okay.
Laying on your system.
Is everybody ready for question 9?
Yep.
Alternatively, everybody get ready, because here comes question 9. These are toys that the I'm going to start that sentence again, but try and go for English this time. These are all toys that were the most wanted toy for a specific Christmas. It might not have been the year the toy was first released, but the year that they were the most wanted Christmas item. And I want you to put them in order from oldest to newest. So first to most recent. There are only 4 options this time, and your 4 toys are the Etch-a-Sketch, Troll Dolls, the Nerf Ball, and Teddy Ruxpin. Etch-a-Sketch, Trolls Dolls, Nerf Ball, Teddy Ruxpin.
One more time on that list, please.
Etch-a-Sketch, Troll Doll, Nerf Ball, Teddy Ruxpin. Nerf, which stands for Non-Expanding Recreational Foam.
I didn't know that was an analogy. I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an acronym.
Non-expanding recreational foam.
Well, I do like some recreational foam.
The thing is that Ball's an acronym as well.
Really? What's that
Yeah.
an acronym for?
Balloon alike late lunch.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Law,
Yes.
Convincing.
Very...
Law has unfortunately been summoned.
Oh no. Well, bye-bye for now, and hopefully you get to come back.
You've had about half your time on this question.
See, I had this question come up in another Christmas quiz, but completely different toys. So it's been no help whatsoever.
Done.
Dagnammit.
You got about a minute left to get your answers ordered, or if you're happy, we can move on.
I've got mine done. Anything more?
I'm happy.
Second
I'm
guessing.
gonna see, but I've done it.
Okay. Question 10. I've got 6 for this one. 6 Christmas traditions. And I want you to order them from the earliest to the most recently adopted thing.
Uh-huh.
Some of these take a little more explaining than others, so buckle up. Robin Redbreasts, as in their association with Christmas. Christmas trees in the UK. Printed wrapping paper. Santa wearing red. Tinsel. And advent calendars.
Ooh, that's a good list.
That is a good list.
Robins, Christmas trees, printed wrapping paper, Santa wearing red, tinsel, and advent calendars. Which came first? Which is the most recent of those? And then everything else goes in between.
I was hoping Saturnalia would come up with something, John, and we could talk about the pagan origins. Which came first, Santa Claus wearing red or Saturnalia?
I think some of them would be too easy if we did that.
Yeah. You have to space them out quite well. Like,
I
will point out that I, as we usually do, did a test run of this round with my parents earlier this afternoon, and they guessed that almost all of these were much more recent than they actually are.
Can I get that list again, please?
Robins, Christmas trees in the UK, printed wrapping paper, Santa wearing red, tinsel, and advent calendars.
I'll give you my favourite Santa Claus fact, which was in the quiz I did. Was it last year for the years? But it's worth repeating because it's great. That the real Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, the actual person, punched a guy out once at a religious conference
Mm-hmm.
in an argument about the nature of Jesus.
Yay!
Yeah, he was a no-nonsense one.
Yeah, he was on the naughty list, so
I mean, if you're gonna punch a guy at a religious conference, that's a fairly decent reason to do it.
yeah.
And now he delivers presents all the time.
Yeah. Just don't get him talking about the
Yeah,
nature
don't
of
talk to him
Jesus
about
to God.
Jesus.
Yeah. Don't ask him about the Trinity. And,
Just
you're
agree
all right.
with him on it. Just agree with him.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right, Santa.
Sorry, what was that, Angel Mama?
I was just saying, what was the opposing thought?
Well, I believe it's all about, like, essentially, is Jesus more human or more God?
He's 100% of both. Read your Bible.
Well, I mean, tell that to the 4th century. Like,
So was was Santa saying he was 100% of both or not? Where did
I can't recall. I'm sorry about the.
You weren't at this 4th century debate.
I
Oh
was
no,
not.
Santa's coming for you. Santa's coming for you now.
Okay, we have. It is time for answers. We have reached the end of this round, and it is time to answers. Would it... Right, I'm trying to work out the best way of doing this. Would it be better if I just read out the lists in the right order and you all mark yours and work out who had the longest run of correct answers?
I think
Yeah, I think so.
I'd love to be here all year.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to the first question, family members mentioned in Baby It's Cold Outside. The correct order is mother, father, then there's a big old gap, and then it's sister, brother, and maiden aunt is mentioned last.
Oh yeah.
So did anybody get them in the entirely the right order?
Yep, right here. Now when you did come back, Madam Bugs has started following.
Madam Bug, thank you for following. Welcome to the final boss fight party. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together. And now, question 2.
I'm gonna get.
So, did I get the point on that one?
You do get 2 points.
Oh, 2 points, sweet.
Because you got the longest run, which is all 5, and you got them all in the right order, so 2 points. Question 2. Reindeer, as mentioned in A Visit from St. Nicholas. The correct order for the 4 reindeer I was looking for was Dasher, Comet, Cupid, Donder.
Donder?
Woohoo!
Or Donna.
Say that again, sorry?
Dasher, Comet, Cupid, and then Donna or Donder.
I thought it was Donna.
I got that completely
No, it's
wrong.
Buffy Dance, Prince of Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Which I
None
remember
of
because
them.
they Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
What was the first one?
Dasher.
Oh, it is Dasher. Dasher, Comet, Cupid.
Dasher, Comet, Cupid, Donner is the order.
Right.
But if you have all of them, it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Okay. Well, I got 3 in a row.
I got them all. So
Okay,
that's
so
2 for me, right?
Angel gets 2. And then I'm going to give a point to anyone who got more than half in the right. So if you got 3 of them in the right order, you get another point. And now, movie releases.
Movie time.
Ah.
The correct order: the original Miracle on 34th Street came out in 1947, so that is the earliest of those films.
Same here.
The next is Home Alone, which came out in 1990.
Wow.
Then it was A Muppet's Christmas Carol that came out in 1992. And finally, Nightmare Before Christmas, which came out in 1993.
Yes!
Wow. I was so far off.
I am so old.
Because I thought it was Muppet Nightmare Home Alone.
I saw Home Alone as the newest of the movies.
Yeah, same here.
I am so... You know what? I should have just flashed back to what Macaulay Culkin looks like now. Drug addict.
Pretty much like it.
The remake, the more recent, possibly more famous remake of Miracle on 34th Street would have been last on that list as it was made in 1994.
Isn't it the one with Mara Wilson in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, that's all.
What?
I think the audio's...
Oh, I think he's gone now.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
can
just
still
heard-
hear you.
No?
Can you not hear me? Like,
I
was-
hear you now.
I
Can't
was
hear you
stopping
now.
because
Now.
Ben just like held a fist up, and I was like, "What is Ben doing? Why is Ben about to punch out his screen?"
No.
I think he was
I'm
happy.
happy. I've got all 4 in the right order.
Good
Okay.
job.
Okay, question 4. The 12 Days of Christmas. She did. And then Danny DeVito really looked after him. So the correct order is you get 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 8 maids are milking, and 10 lords are leaping.
Yeah.
2 points for me.
And then doing the test run on this, it was pointed out that I did manage to avoid the 2 in there that are like in questionable order.
Yeah.
Because apparently there are 2 that are like can be swapped based on which order of lyrics you listen to. And
Can I just check there on the answer for that one? So do we all get 4? Because I know I got 4, and I know at least some other people got 4.
so if you got
We've got
all
them all.
4 of them, you get 2 points for that. Yes.
But then, well, my question is, well, then no one got the highest, or we all did. So is it still 2 points?
It's 2 points. It's Christmas.
Okay.
This way we feel smart by the end.
Yeah.
So the Grinch's evening plans in order were wallow in self-pity, stare into the abyss, solve world hunger, tell no one, jazzercise, and then finally dinner with me, can't cancel that again.
Well,
Oh,
I
got
would
that
lost
completely.
anyways because I've got solve world hunger.
I forgot jazzercise.
So that was the one that
Yeah.
was stuck in my head.
I got that completely the wrong order.
Yep.
No,
I
no,
saw the
me.
wallow in self-pity and
like-
stare into the abyss with at the end.
No one.
I guess no points for anyone on the Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know them, just not necessarily in order.
The family members in Home Alone, the oldest is Frank McAllister, that's his older uncle. The older of the 3 McAllister brothers. Then it's Kate, who is his mum. Then it's Buzz, the oldest brother, and Megan, his oldest sister.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Leave Frank getting buzz, so that only left Megan. So
Well, I remembered Megan because the redheaded cousin that Kevin is following going, I don't know how to pack a suitcase, and he goes, ask Megan, and he's like, ask
And
me what?
she calls him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Les incompetents.
which
And-
isn't right.
You kind of want to smack her because it's all like, okay, first of all, stop being smarmy.
Question
No,
7, the favourite Quality Street sweets. Apparently, according to a vote by the general public, the favourite sweet is the green triangle, followed by the purple one.
Q,
Which-
I was wrong. I am calling in.
Could be an older episode, though.
I imagine that possibly their list was from older, and this is a different list of people who've ordered
I'm
them
gonna
in.
look it up, and I'm writing to Sandy, and I'm ooh. Because in their list, it was purple then green.
And then it's fudge, and then nobody apparently likes orange crunch.
But the only one I got right in that order.
Oh, yep. I got 1. I got Orange Crunch right. This is
I got-
this is why you can't trust people to vote. Democracy's over. Right?
I knew purple was better than fudge, but I didn't realize green was the favorite. So it was purple, fudge, green, and crunch I got.
I
had
did the
purple,
exact same
green.
thing.
Yeah.
I did purple, green, fudge, and orange.
The problem is I couldn't remember which one was the plain chocolate one.
I did QI's list. All right, get off me.
I
Stop
did not,
blaming
apparently.
QI.
I did not go with the QI list.
It's quite interesting if you give it a try.
Question
was
8, the
terrible.
Doctor Who Christmas specials. The correct order is the Christmas Invasion, Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned, A Christmas Carol, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, and then Twice Upon a Christmas.
Damn
I
it, I
had
was
those
starting off so
all
good.
in the wrong order.
So I got 4 in a run of 4 there.
Ben, how many did you get in a row?
Who?
Angel?
I didn't even try.
I had A Christmas Carol, Voyage, DWW, The Witch and the Widow, Invasion, Runaway, then Twice Upon. So I was way off.
So, Richard, you get a point for that one.
Yeah.
Well done, Richard.
Nice.
I will also...
I don't need your pity for.
I will also point out the Christmas
That's not
Invasion.
bad.
The Christmas Invasion was the first of the Christmas specials, and Twice Upon a Christmas is literally the last of the Christmas specials until this year, because between Twice Upon a Christmas and now, all of the specials have actually been New Year's Day specials, not Christmas Day
okay.
specials.
Well, yeah, probably because they're sod all on telly. I put The Christmas Carol down as the first one because I was just thinking, well, A Christmas Carol's a classic. But I didn't know if you were going all the way back on Doctor Who or just this new stupid version that they call Doctor Who that got released like 10 years ago.
Well, the Christmas Invasion was the first David Tennant
Yeah.
episode. It's sort of like the start of season 2, as it were, if you view it that way.
Ah.
It's also like 20 years old at this point.
Well, whatevs, you know.
Throwing it out there. We're old.
Nope. Nope. Another's distinct lack of enthusiasm.
I go back to black and white, so get off me.
Technically, they did have in Old Who episodes that aired around Christmas, but they didn't do Christmas specials.
Not smart, no.
But yeah.
I think they took Christmas off to fix the sets.
And
find more
probably.
plungers for the Daleks.
Get more bubble wrap for the monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
The order of most wanted toys. Etch-a-Sketch was the most wanted toy of 1960. Then it was the Nerf ball, which was the most wanted toy of 1970.
Didn't realize Nerf was that old.
I did.
Teddy Ruxpin was the most wanted toy of 1985. And then Troll Dolls were the most wanted toy in 1992.
Yeah, I knew Teddy and Trolls, but I had the Nerf and I was back and forth with Nerf and Etch-a-Sketch.
Well, I knew
Because I knew Nerf was donkeys years old.
I
But they
had
didn't have
no
how many
idea.
donkeys.
I knew Etch-a-Sketch had to be the first one, but I didn't realize that Nerf was that old because I remember all the nights.
In a quiz that we had like halfway through the year.
You expect me to remember?
John, she forgets about you. Did you hear that?
I'm gonna throw out. I still do have a round that I've half written of things that I've told you in other quizzes. So we might have to come
We're
back to that.
supposed to learn from these?
I mean,
We're running out of time.
I do have all of the other questions as well, so I could just go back and just recycle a load of questions, apparently.
There's going to be a test.
I mean, this is the test. This is the whole point.
Last one.
Jeff says you'd think people would realise Wolford is not a safe place to be in December after the comment of EastEnders Christmas specials are the best. So the last one.
I lost Twitch.
In the correct order, Christmas traditions. Tinsel was made first.
Really?
Does anyone want to hazard a guess as to what year tinsel was first invented in?
1622.
Very close, 1610.
Jesus. I went stupidly low thinking, you get these daft ones where it's like, someone did that hundreds of years ago.
Tinsel was
Wait, you mean
first.
like actual sparkly tinsel?
Actual sparkly tinsel. It was first made of silver, and it was first made in Germany in 1610, and they put it in the trees where they had candles in the tree so that it would reflect the candlelight.
Wow.
Second
That's
up,
pretty cool. Yeah.
second up was Christmas trees coming to the UK. That happened in the 1840s, when Prince
least I got that
Albert
one
brought
right.
the tradition to England. Number 3 was Advent calendars, which happened. The first Advent calendar was made in 1851. Santa wearing red comes in at number 4. That was in 1870s. He was first depicted in advertisements wearing red. His colour scheme was not mentioned in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas or A Visit from St. Nicholas, just that he was wearing furs. And it wasn't Coca-Cola that put him in red, but it may have popularised his wearing of red. Then it was the robins. Robins became associated with Christmas in the 1880s, when they invented the postage stamp. And by they, I mean England invented the postage stamp. Because the workers for the post office wore red vests and went round at Christmas, and therefore they got nicknamed robins. And then they started making Christmas cards and depicted robins on the Christmas cards because the people delivering the Christmas cards were wearing the red vest.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, gotta admit, that's a good design.
And the most recent on that list was printed wrapping paper that only happened in 1917.
Wow. I got that completely in the wrong order.
You think they'd have better things to do during the First World War? I don't know who's...
Like, I'm shocked because some of those things, like Advent calendars, I knew were really early, but knowing that they weren't before robins or tinsel kind of boggles my mind.
Yeah, I like that one. I liked that one as a thing.
Well, Advent calendars were before robins. They weren't before tinsel. Advent calendars were third. Trees were second.
So yeah, tinsel trees and then Advent calendars.
Well, but none of them in the right place.
I knew Victoria and Albert that brought the trees in. They pretty much created Christmas because everybody copied them. They loved. And weddings. White wedding dresses weren't niche until she wore one for her wedding.
Yeah, because it used to just be your best dress.
Yeah.
So, you know what to do. How did you score that round?
I got 8 points.
So that brings you to 11. Scrooge.
1 second. It's not going to be very many, but... Four. A whole 4.
Okay. Snowfeather.
I got 6, so that puts me at 9.
And Santa Paws.
I got 5, which puts me at 10.
Ooh, good job.
Oh, very close one this time.
Yeah. So
180.
We've got Scrooge in 6th. 6th?
Scrooge
with 6. Sorry, Scrooge with 6, then Snowfeather, Santa Paws, and You Know What to Do.
This is why Scrooge was in a bad mood.
You know what to do, so just do it.
And now we come to a nice easy round, hopefully, of Christmas true or falses. But before we do that, I do need to throw in Anastasia70 has just resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the FBF Nights.
Thank you. You're welcome. I just want you to get the money.
we have a round here for true or false. And these are all Christmas-related true or false questions. I'm gonna say a minute. A minute should be fine to answer these.
Will Angel get any Christmas presents?
No.
So, Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song. True or false? True or false?
Which version? Jingle Bells, Batman Smells?
The original version. It was originally written as a Thanksgiving song. Batman is very upset. He would like it known that he showers frequently. And that the Batmobile is in
did
good
not
repair.
lose a wheel.
Joker did not get away, thank you very much.
And Robin does not lay eggs.
Well, I mean, what he does in his private time is his business.
Shut him. If he's a boy, you can't lay eggs anyways.
Honey, the shit I've seen on the internet.
Not better.
And in favour of not going there, you've got about 5 seconds left to come up with a true or false to that. And we will know.
Come on, it takes us 30 seconds. We either know it or we don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock the timer down again, then we'll go to 30 seconds.
I'll be the one bitching later.
Question 2. Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for St. Nicholas and the root name for Santa Claus. True or false? Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for St. Nicholas and the root name for Santa Claus.
Oh, do I need to move so she can jump up again?
No farting.
No, we're not.
Question 3. The average American spends $3,000 a year on gifts.
Oh, I believe it.
The average American spends $3,000 on gifts.
If I was feeling awkward, John, I would ask, mean, mode, what I'm talking about. Because that matters,
I do not have what type of averaging they used here.
You don't have the
seconds.
source data.
Sadly, no. Next up, Rudolph is an original reindeer name.
What do you mean?
Rudolph is one of the original reindeer.
Oh, right. I thought you meant was it Wendy that made it up for that? No.
I was about to say, all names are original. They've been made up at one point or another.
Yeah, Shakespeare came up with a few, didn't he?
He came up with loads.
Comet, Cupid, yeah, they were all Shakespeare.
Names your plonker, not reindeer particularly.
He also came up with a lot of words. Just random stuff. Sounded right.
Next up, St. Nicholas's feast day is on December the 26th. In the Netherlands, children leave out cookies and milk in exchange for gifts exchanged overnight. St. Nicholas's feast day is on December 26th. In the Netherlands, children leave out cookies and milk in exchange for gifts. Ten seconds. Is that true or false?
Either it's a paradox.
I promise you these are either all true or false. There are no, on the side of the coins here. Question 6. Mistletoe in German means dung on a twig. Mistletoe in German means dung on a twig.
Again, QI comes to the rescue.
And
Like, I
that's
want
why
that.
they like to kiss underneath it.
Next up is Santa has his own Canadian postcode. Santa has his own Canadian postcode.
Is that for tax purposes?
So that they can send letters to him.
No, North Pole's very strict tax regime.
It's like the Vatican City. It counts as its own state.
No, it's so that you can send it to a mainland address, I guess. I don't know. The term Xmas is a modern shorthand of Christmas. The term Xmas is a modern shorthand for Christmas.
By modern, what range are we looking at?
I can't narrow that down for you.
For archaeologists, I can narrow it down for you. 1954.
The
In
term
which case?
Xmas is a modern shorthand of Christmas.
Archaeologists say that they can't do any
Carbon dating.
carbon dating after that date because we polluted the atmosphere with too many nuclear bombs. And so it messed up carbon dating after that date. So anything that can be carbon dated has to be post 1950.
So all those other carbons can't date? Oh,
No,
that's terrible.
It's very, but actually that's what they call the present. So
Time
we're
for
in the present.
Time for the next question, which is Jingle Bells is the most recorded Christmas song. Jingle Bells is the most recorded Christmas song.
As in, like, covers or, like, released version?
Are we talking iterations where they remaster it as well? Or change it up?
I just have literally Jingle Bells is the most recorded Christmas song, not Jingle Bells is the most remastered, re-recorded,
Well, what I mean is, if it's exactly the same song, or whether there's like, you know, the ones where they put rap into it, and, take a little segment out and do that.
The question literally is Jingle Bell is the most recorded song. That's all you get. You need to really put your answer down now because you've used up the 30 seconds.
Ben, did you learn nothing from Rogue? If it's a true and false round, you write either all true or all false, and some of them will be right.
And finally, all Christmas trees in the US are now grown on Christmas tree farms. All Christmas trees in the US are now grown on Christmas tree farms.
It's false. They're obviously sent down from Lapland.
Okay, and are we ready for some answers?
Sure.
Ben, Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song.
I put false.
It is true. It was originally a Thanksgiving song. It was originally called One Horse Open Sleigh and was composed in the mid-19th century for a Thanksgiving concert.
We lost you, John.
Hello?
Well, that's...
John?
There we go.
Jingle Bells was originally called One Horse Open Sleigh and was composed in the mid-19th century for a Thanksgiving concert.
Wow.
So it was originally a Thanksgiving song.
Well, that throws off all the rest of my answers because I, did so many falses, so many trues, so many falses.
Angel, Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for St. Nicholas. True or false?
True?
It is true.
Woo-hoo.
He was the 4th century Christian bishop who punched a guy out, but was also known for gift giving.
As you do.
One of those things stuck around a long time.
Santa boxing, it's what we get nowadays.
Pretty sure there's a game for that.
Well, I mean, he was in Clay Fighter 63 and a third. Angel Mama, the average American spends $3,000 on gifts.
I would say that was at least a true.
That was a false.
Wow.
According to research, the average American consumer only spends $957 on gifts.
Well, thank God.
Well, I mean, with inflation.
Richard, Rudolph is an original reindeer name.
False.
Correct. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first appeared in 1939 as part of an American department store's Christmas promotion.
That one I knew at least.
Ben, St. Nicholas's feast day is on December the 26th. In the Netherlands, children leave out cookies and milk in exchange for gifts exchanged overnight.
I said true.
I'm afraid that is false. His feast day is on the 6th of December.
Was you a bit true?
I
About the kid.
assume that probably that bit does happen, yes. Angel.
Yes.
Mistletoe in German means dung on a twig.
I put true because I desperately want it to be.
And it is.
Yeah. Because the way they propagate is birds eat the berries, and because they're sticky, when the birds poop it out, it's sticky and the seeds stick with the bird's poo to the sticks or branches in the tree, ergo sticky poo.
Yep. Angel Mama, Santa has his own
I'm a
Canadian
child.
postcode.
I said true.
It is true. It's HOHOHO. Richard, the term Xmas is a modern shorthand of Christmas.
False.
Correct. Xmas was commonly referred to as Xtemus in the 1550s and shortened then to Xmas. X is also known as Chi in the Greek alphabet and is the first letter of Christ.
Yeah.
Ben,
The things you learn.
Jingle Bells is the most recorded song.
I said false.
You are correct. Do you want to hazard a guess as what the most recorded Christmas song is?
Santa baby.
It is Silent Night.
I was thinking we sing out of copyright.
There have been over 700 different versions of it recorded since the 1970s.
Wow.
And then finally, Angel. All Christmas trees in the US are now grown on Christmas tree farms.
False.
Correct. It's actually only 98% of them.
Where did the other 2% come from?
Oh.
Forests.
They just chop them down. They keep them. Grow their
Like
own.
wild, as it were.
Some people grow them on
Wild
their
Christmas
own.
trees.
Some of
They
them go
roam the
into the forest and
plains.
chop them down.
Yep.
We're gonna.
That amused me a lot, John.
And you cannot forget the free-range Christmas tree hunters every year.
Yeah.
They're trying to crack down on it, but they're
in
just...
Alaska. They were the worst.
All right.
Between that and the moon.
It's almost as bad as the haggis problem in Scotland.
I know. I read about that on X just recently. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what to do. How many points did you score that round?
I got 6.
Well done.
Good job.
I sucked. I don't-
Scrooge.
5.
Snowfeather.
6.
And Santa Paws.
I only got 4 because I didn't listen to my gut. It was you, Iron. Help me on 2 questions.
So, going into the final round, Scrooge is at 11, Santa Paws is at 14, Snowfeather is at 15, and You Know What to Do is at 17. I'm putting a minute on the timer for these questions.
Oh.
Because these are general knowledge, multiple choice.
Well done, Richard. You're going to win this one.
This will be my round.
So I will read you the question and then the 4 possible answers, and then I will start the timer. What country invented the sauna? Sweden, Finland, Norway, or Iceland? What country invented the sauna? Sweden, Finland, Norway, or Iceland?
Oh. I'm not sure, but I know that when it came down to it, when Olaf went into one of those saunas, all his troubles just melted away.
Can Ben lose a point for that?
Can I do what?
Lose a point.
Big summer blowout.
That was my first button.
Sorry, could be.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do have Ben's Christmas presents here, so I mean, I could maybe start losing some of those.
Yeah.
Okay, question 2. What is Batman's butler called? Alfred, Barney, Albert, or Jeremy?
Bonus points for full name?
I thought you said but.
I'll give a bonus point for the full name. Madam Bug, if you could keep your answers in your head or on a piece of paper in front of you until we are marking them, until we have marked that question.
Oh dear, has Ben corrupted her?
No, she's asking if she can put her answer in the comments yet.
Oh no, not until scoring time.
Because Ben's a dirty cheat.
Apparently, it gives an unfair advantage.
I mean, quite possibly everybody knows this one, but let's not make it too easy.
But for those of us who don't...
You got about 5 seconds left.
So an English kid disappeared like 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And in Spain, I think, they were on holiday.
And we've
And
got
he
the
was
next
found
question.
in France.
Which sport is Steve Redgrave known for? Swimming, rowing, football, or rugby? Which sport is Steve Redgrave known for? Swimming, rowing, football, or rugby?
That name sounds familiar, though.
Yeah.
He is known for things.
He's known for at least one of those sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the weird thing is like I don't pay attention to sports, so the fact that the name sounds familiar means he must have done something
Good.
pretty neat.
Potentially, either that is just constantly in advertising or something like that.
We don't have TV.
Yeah.
Kind of gotta have TV to have ads.
Fair enough. There's billboards and stuff like that. Sometimes you might even get it in a magazine. There are all sorts of advertisements.
Town
I
Radio
don't-
has advertisements.
I don't think you understand just how cut off from the world me and my mother are.
Or how poor. Or how poor.
You,
I mean, I know that
YouTube.
Magazines
You
cost
watch
money.
YouTube.
Billboards require you to be in a car driving, which requires petrol, which costs money.
Or walking down the road.
Not
Not in this village.
To be fair,
I
I
mean-
have been to their village. It's a small village.
There's nothing.
We are cut off.
You blink
Suffice it
and
to
you
say,
miss
when
it.
I
Okay.
said I went into town on Thursday, that's the first time I've gone into town or even left the house in several weeks.
Anyway, it is
Ah.
it is time for question 4 now, which is what is the oldest university in the UK? Cambridge, Manchester, Bath, or Oxford?
Like, COVID lockdown hit and me and Mom's lifestyle did not change at all.
Nope.
We probably wouldn't have even noticed there was a lockdown if they hadn't mentioned it on the news.
It hadn't been on Facebook.
Hmm.
Blink and we would have missed it. Oh, weren't people
Hmm.
allowed to leave their houses?
For some reason, these places aren't delivering anymore. I wonder why.
Jeff's posted, afterwards one sometimes learns that one has been through Dunwich.
I've been to Dunwich. It's all right.
10
Nice enough
seconds.
place. Well, the sea did claim it.
And now, question 5. In which Italian city can you find the Colosseum? Venice, Milan, Rome, or Florence?
I'm really because I'm losing, so I'm going to push this. If I give the correct full ancient name, can I get like a bonus point?
Other 3 contestants, what do you think?
You're right, but I'll give you a
You're
chance
tired.
of it, I'd say.
I had to visually see the structure.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you that if you I mean, I don't know how I'll verify it. I guess I have to Google.
I'm exceptionally honest, John.
Okay,
Exceptionally.
we'll believe you.
Yeah, I'm really honest too.
Certainly when it comes to quizzes, I'm very.
I'm also incredibly honest. When it comes down to I don't do anything to try and get a heads up of the competition.
I'm just gonna turn the stream jail back on. Jeff points
Ben's
out.
back in jail.
Jeff points out Venezia, Milano, Roma, or Firenze, which I believe is them in Italian.
Jeff, you are not supposed to put your answers in the comments.
Hey, Tani. Tani, you've arrived just in time for me to ask question 6 of this round, which is, what is the longest river in the world? The Amazon, the River Nile, the Yellow River, or the Congo River?
Ooh.
Which is the longest river in the world? How are you doing, Pendragon Nomad? And also, I mean, Jeff, how are you? You've been here a little while now, but how you doing? No putting answers in the chat. Please do
No
not,
one's listening to you tonight, John, are they?
please do not put your answers in through the chat until we are marking them. Oh, sorry. Dan is just going to Amazon to do their shopping.
I just got an itch there, just on my nose.
Ben. Question 7. Which canal links the Mediterranean with the Red Sea? Suez Canal, Panama Canal, Corinth Canal, or Kiel Canal?
John, I just want to highlight a potential source of disagreement. The answer to 6 is disputed. Different ways of working
Measuring.
this out.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to say like whatever you've got written down is the answer, because that's often the safest way in a quiz. But there is different ways to calculate it.
I'm going to go
This is
with
gonna
what
be an
answer I have
interesting-
written down.
I'm sensing.
I'm saying that now before we hear the answer, because then like, that's when
And now I'm going to read you the next question, which is... Which celebrity won Strictly Come Dancing in 2022?
Are
Helen.
you kidding me? We don't have a television.
Don't worry, I don't watch that anyway.
Helen Skelton, Kay Adams, Hamza Yassin, Kim Marsh.
Bob the Builder.
I mean,
Could you
you can
repeat those options?
you
please,
can
John?
put it down if you like, but I don't think it's going to be the right one if it's not one of the 4 I listed, which were Helen Skelton, Kay Adams, Hamza Yassin, or Kim Marsh.
Or people who I have no idea who
Yeah.
they are.
I was watching Cats Does Countdown, and they had a couple of people on there from Strictly, and I don't know their names, and they were all ripping the crap out of each other. So that's all I know. Oh, and that what goes on tour stays on tour, apparently.
Uh-huh.
We appear to have lost Richard to a void.
I was going to say.
I'm still here. I don't know.
Your camera isn't, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
You might be, but you have
Yes.
disappeared into the void.
Luckily, your voice is still here. We can still talk to you on the other side.
Yeah.
Everyone, hold hands.
I've dematerialized and
He has literally disappeared into a black hole.
For the
Are we
Doctor
the
Who
British staring
reference.
into the abyss?
Haha.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hey, who turned out the lights?
Well, your camera's back on backstage.
Okay, let me.
Does that mean?
No, it's still frozen on backstage here.
For some reason, I can see you moving now, Richard. So I know that on this backstage is working.
Let me turn
But for some-
his stream off and back on again and see if that.
Well, that is usually the best tactic to get
That's the
anything
only
computer
way
Well-
working.
Every time I turn it off and back on again.
Well,
I'm
to
gonna
be
try
fair,
it.
we still have. Oh no.
I'm gonna move him to the queue. One moment. Let's see
I
if
think we
this
should
works.
start pub quiz at 7.
The Nile crocodile is the second largest crocodile in the world, whereas the seawater crocodile is the largest crocodile in the world.
Salt
had-
water. But that is very cool. I didn't know
saltwater.
that.
Richard, you might need to
I
apparently
didn't know that either.
reconnect it to the guest star thing. Question 9. While this is happening,
Houston, we have a problem.
who released the song "Girls Just Wanna Have Fun" in the 1980s?
Oh, I know that one.
Hmm.
At the
Madonna, Blondie, Bonnie Tyler, or Cyndi Lauper?
Oh,
Who released the girl songs Just Want to Have Fun in the 1980s? Flip it and reverse it.
I must admit, I did prefer that whole song. Who released the girls in the 19th?
Who released the girls? They want to have fun.
Who let the girls out? Woof. Woof.
you do realise that's about
That's what-
ugly women at the club.
Yeah, I
right?
know.
Okay. He's not actually talking.
This is an interesting one. 'Cause once
Coopers.
again, I'm seeing your camera there, Richard. but it's not on the screen.
Yeah, weird.
Well,
Well, I think we're a bit too far into this one to worry about.
we're at the last
debugging
question
and all.
now, so we'll just stick with Richard being this little yellow person for the moment.
Yeah.
As we
Is
move
he the
on.
safety officer? Yellow.
It's the safety dance.
Question 10. Pop star Taylor Swift recently re-released an album in October. What is it called? Fearless, 1989, Lover, Speak Now. Taylor Swift, pop star Taylor Swift, as opposed to any other Taylor Swifts you might know, recently re-released an album in October. What is it called? Fearless, 1989, Lover, or Speak Now?
Talk about synth music. Yeah, okay. I'm taking a poll. We should start quiz at like 7 o'clock so we can be bed before midnight. I need to take my drugs. Actually, we're doing much better this week than we've done on some
weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing a lot better this time.
I don't mind it being late. I think we should actually start it later because that'll give me an advantage. If I say like we start like 9:30. Right.
I am not, and now I am in bed by 6 p.m. Some of us have
Severe medical conditions.
Are we ready for
Hardness
some
issues.
answers?
Yes.
Yes.
hardness issues.
Ben, what country
Yes.
invented the sauna?
I said Finland.
You are correct. As is anyone else who said Finland.
Wait, what was the third option?
Norway.
I wrote my answers down in A, B, C, or D format.
Because she's a dumbass playing her video game instead of focusing on the pub quiz.
I'm still answering.
You're wrong.
Okay.
But Angel,
Thank you.
what is Batman's butler called?
Alfred Pennyworth.
Correct.
Do I get the extra point for getting his name?
You already
Sorry,
said you did.
let me just check. Richard,
Full name.
was that the full name?
That was the full name that I gave. Yeah.
Cool. Then yes.
Hey, sweet.
I think we all might have got that.
That would be
One of us didn't.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm the old person, remember?
I still think Batman's
Very
older
much
than
like
you.
my husband.
Angel Mama, what sport is Steve Redgrave known for?
I honestly don't know, so I put him down for rowing.
Correct.
Oh, thank God.
Was he 4-time Olympic gold medalist or something?
That's where I think I know him from, was the Olympics. I knew the name, and I could have sworn it was because I saw an interview
5.
with the Olympic rowers.
He won gold at 5 consecutive Olympic Games.
Dang.
Um,
God, imagine those biceps.
Richard, what is the oldest university in the UK?
Oxford University?
It is indeed Oxford. Which I think also came before
I thought
the
that was
fall.
going to be a trick.
Which I think
I
came
could have
before
sworn that was going to be
the
a trick
fall
question. I
of...
put down Bath.
I think Oxford came before the fall of the Mayan Empire, so you couldn't even study that at Oxford before when it opened.
Oxford
and there's a
was
type of
established
maths.
before, like, the United States was even a booger.
Yeah.
Well, Oxford is the one they always talk about going to when you're a young son in my Regency romance novels. So like,
It's like 300 years.
yeah, but they never talk about Cambridge, so I just assumed it was Oxford.
No, Oxford goes down. Wait, that's a...
Ben, in which Italian city can you find the Colosseum?
Rum?
Correct. Richard, for bonus points.
The correct name of Colosseum is Flavian Amphitheatre.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
What are 5 facts about it? Yes, excellent. Moving along. Angel, what is the longest river in the world?
Denial?
Yes, according to the place where I got the answers from.
Now the debate. Come on, let's see.
Yeah, I think it depends on where it is, where they determine the start is from, because there are different
that seems to be the
places.
main difference. Is that
That's the
where do you
biggest point
start
of
the Amazon
contention.
River?
You ask several people from each nation, and I guess you'll find different answers.
Angel Mama, what canal links the Mediterranean with the Red Sea?
Sewers.
Correct. Anybody know why it's called the Mediterranean? Because I love this fact. I've found it out.
Middle of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was when the ancient Greeks were naming the oceans, they were like, well, this one's the middle, because it's the middle of where we know all the stuff is. And then we just have sort of the
Thinking
other
of the wrong
ocean, which is
oceans.
the outside bit. This is in the middle of all the land, and then there's all of the other oceans.
I'm stupid.
Well, there would have been when it was Pangea, maybe.
Richard, which celebrity won Strictly Come Dancing in 2022?
Oh, come on, man. This is the one I wasn't sure. I didn't know. Kay Adams.
I'm afraid no. Ben?
I put down Hans Everson.
Correct.
Hey.
That was the third one, right?
That was option C, yes. I think Angel got that.
Yeah, Angel Mama did too.
We guessed.
Ben, who released
We're
the
good
song
guesses.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Bonnie Tyler.
Angel.
No. Cyndi Lauper.
It was Cyndi Lauper. And then finally, Angel, what was pop star Taylor Swift's recently re-released album called?
Was it Fearless?
It was not. Angel Mama.
Ooh. Well, if it wasn't Fearless, I'll go Lover.
It was not.
Ah.
Richard.
Well, I mean, I had Fearless down, so I'm not sure what the other options were. 1989, that's one, isn't it?
That is the correct answer.
Yay!
I just wonder, because if she re-released it, that would be, I would presume, one of her earliest albums.
I guess. I don't know.
Because I know she's changed.
I just chose that one because it's my birth year. I thought, well,
Producer?
solid, I'll write down that one and hope.
Yeah, and she's had more free reign to do things with the musical.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
Well,
it was
it's like she's
well, I
the
had a good run.
1989 Taylor's version.
Yeah.
It's her 4th re-recorded album. And it's available for streaming, download, vinyl, LP, cassette, and CD.
Is
Are
that-
we- what's-
I know you didn't just say what's a cassette.
I suck.
Uh,
I think I might have blown this pub quiz.
the standard edition contains 21 tracks, 16 are re-recorded versions of tracks on the original album, and 5 are vault tracks.
Ooh.
We tried.
You're fucking kidding me.
Nope.
So, let's get some points. You know what to do.
I got 7 that round.
So that brings you to 24. Scrooge.
10.
That brings you to 21. Snowfeather.
I got 8, which puts me at 23.
And Santa Paws.
I got 9, which puts me at 23.
Hey.
So Richard's our biggest loser.
So that's a very tight run thing. In last place is Scrooge with 21. Then joint
That's
second
close.
place is Snowfeather and Santa Paws, both on 23. And in the lead, taking the final win of 2023 is You Snow What to Do.
Good job, Ben.
Yeah.
Well done, Ben. And so, Richard, you are under no obligation to come back in January, but what would you like the round to be titled?
As in, am I picking the categories?
You get to pick one category.
Oh, Stanley Kubrick films.
Ooh.
Stanley Kubrick films. Excellent. So, we will be back at some point in January, possibly February. Watch the social medias for this. For the next pub quiz, where we will have a round on Stanley Kubrick films, and probably it being a new year, I'll do what I've done in the past and write a what happened in 2023 list of questions. I didn't do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I didn't do that at the start of 2021 because I couldn't find enough fun things that had occurred in 2020. But I've done it in other years since then. So yes, stay tuned to the social medias for when we will return with the quiz in the new year. But now we will go to the bit where I say all the outro stuff. If you haven't done so already and you are new here, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live, a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. What's the other thing I say about that? Oh, that's it. We also have...
Jeff Bezos doesn't need the money.
Oh, yeah. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub, which also reminds me that at the moment, if you sub, you get a bit of a discount because it is the end of the year and they are pushing for people to sub to channels. And if you cheer in the channel, if you cheer over 300 bits, we get a little bit of bonus bits from Twitch. And that applies to any affiliate. So if you're in Ben's channel, or if you're in Angel's channel, if you cheer for them, if you cheer over 300 bits, there is a little bit of a bonus on the bits from now until the end of the year. And I can't remember what the exact details are of the... 1 second, let me get the details so that I can...
What's it? Is it the diamond-looking gem thing?
I think so.
So yeah, there's a little bit of a bonus on subs for the moment. We also have a Discord channel you can join where you can chat with us about the games that we're playing and the things that we're doing. We also have a YouTube channel you can hit us up on for watching all of our old streams and bits and pieces. And we have a website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, where you can find all of the details of all the stuff that we've done, written content, links to the Discord and the YouTube, as well as the FBF podcast network. We have the following streams coming up. It's going to be a bit of a lighter week because I don't know, there's a thing happening next weekend.
Derek? Wait, what's happening this weekend?
Christmas.
You know what
Christmas
Christmas?
be occurring. Christmas. So
Happy
tomorrow
Chrysler.
night, tomorrow night, instead of our usual FBF D&D game, myself and Ben and Rogue will be joined by Tanny and Jeff and Stanza for an FBF Christmas D&D adventure entitled The Great Gift Giver, or How Snicket Saved Christmas. Snicket and Friends Saved Christmas. So tune in for some D&D fun, silly times tomorrow night. On Monday, Angel, it says you're playing Yakuza 0.
Yep. I'm playing through until I finish it.
It'll take forever because you sucks.
And then, Ben, are you doing Stardew on Monday?
I will be doing a stream, I think, do Stardew, yes.
And then...
Get back into it again.
Yeah. And then also on Monday night, we are going to be having the finale, or the last adventure in the Light of Zarixus campaign. So, the episode Light of Zarixus, titled The Light of Zarixus. Stay tuned to see what happens there, and hopefully see if they have a happy ending. On Wednesday, Angel is going to be failing at Yakuza 0. Ben is going to be doing some more Stardew Valley, and then we should be doing some FBF Craft V3, our modded Minecraft server. We should be continuing that action on Wednesday evening. Then Thursday, it says Angel loves Yakuza 0. I assume you'll be playing it then as well, Angel?
Yep.
Yeah.
And as Jeff says, the elongated name of our Christmas special tomorrow is How Bartholomew Josiah Snicket and His Band of Companions Saved Christmas. So stay tuned for all those good times. Tune in tomorrow for D&D Christmas craziness. But we are now going to do a raid over to Ms. Luna Magic, who is playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Go give Ms. Luna Magic some love. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.